for whatever reason, I was like, let me film this so people can see, because like so many people come up to us and they're like, oh my God, puts are so cute, oh my God, and they're cute, but I don't think nobody ever shows you like all the work that
I didn't
goes
realize it. I didn't
into
realize
it.
you filmed it.
Oh, so we are back for another episode, and today we are going to talk about, what are we talking about?
Parenting fails and successes.
Yeah, we have a lot of those.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, no, I think what was it? What was I reading? The scenario presented. It was. Mm-mm-mm. Oh yeah, parenting meltdown moments.
okay, yeah,
There we go.
we have a lot of those too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna discuss those.
Do you just want to read it?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
But before we get started, let's go ahead and pray. God, we thank you for just everything you've done for us, everything that you're doing. We pray for this to help other couples normalize some of the issues that we've dealt with our children, let people know that they're not alone, and maybe people can learn from some of our mistakes. And so they're prepared for when they have children, or maybe their kids are younger than ours, so they can utilize some of the things that we share. And we just pray that everybody's having a great day and a great weekend. And we thank you, we honor you, we praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
So you can scroll down because like the real question is this is just like the setup in a sense, but the real question is under that. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's not even really questions, but
I'm
it's
like,
just
huh?
or
We
you need
should
to
have
do it.
went over this before.
Or I can do it.
Yeah, please. Because I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Okay. So basically, what we're doing is just talking about some of our parenting, our fails and our successes. But like the ones you could look back and laugh at,
Okay.
like in a sense, like when we took, like so for our anniversary, let me see, was it 2 years ago?
Gosh.
I think 2 years
That
ago.
was,
It'd be 2 years ago. Kids have been
yeah, I think
one.
it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because so we took them with us to Ruth Chris, and
Because we didn't have like anybody to watch the kids at this
yeah
point. So
we
we were
didn't have
like, it was
anybody,
our anniversary,
and we wanted
our
to go
fifth
out
year anniversary, I think it was.
whatever number it was, but we went out.
Um, yeah, we went out to Ruth Chris because like we love Ruth Chris. The food is so good.
And we get
Um,
the same thing. I get the stuffed chicken breast, and you get
I
what?
might get like a steak, but the sweet
Yeah, you get
potato
the sweet potato.
casserole,
Yeah,
oh my God, it's
yeah, that's
so
what you do.
good. And so one of the twins was crying. I believe it was
Yeah, Tristan was
Tristan.
crying.
Tristan was crying, and so like
Well,
obviously like it's kind of like a upscale restaurant or whatever. So the bartender comes over
but the
and
good thing,
gives
but
him.
it wasn't just that. It was nobody was really there except one other couple.
Yeah, it was one other couple, and they were really really nice.
Yeah.
And the bartender, I guess, heard him crying and was like, "Oh, what can I do?" So he brings him an
So
orange.
yeah, but at this point, let me think. I don't know if I finished my food, but I know you didn't finish yet.
I don't think I even started with my food.
Maybe we didn't even start our food.
I don't think we even started with our food.
I feel like I had my food for that reason,
Yeah.
or
I
maybe I
think no, no,
ate.
no. I think that you were eating the appetizer. I think they had come with the
Um,
food. But anyway, so he ended up
the,
giving
it,
him the orange,
yes,
and we're like, well, he I don't think he
because
had
the
even
thing
had any oranges at that point before.
I don't think either. Because the thing is, we were trying to get him to stop crying,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Because we wanted to
you
be
would give him
mindful.
a little bit of food, and he would stop for a second, then he would start back crying. And
Yeah.
the guy was like, "Hey, he might want to just like chew on some oranges. That might help him."
Yeah.
Not knowing that it's acidic, and over here
Well,
turn
we
his
knew it
stomach.
was acidic, but we didn't really like think about, because they I don't they
Like I
however
said,
old
not
they
knowing
were.
how acidic it was, though,
No, but not now that I think about however old they were, I don't
they
think
would
they
have
were really
known.
eating food like that. Like
They,
I
no,
think they were just,
they was about to turn two, so yes, they were.
were they about to turn
Yeah, they were
two?
about to turn two.
I don't know why they hadn't had oranges like that.
We
But
because
anyways,
we really don't eat oranges. That's why. Think about it. We don't have oranges at the house right now.
that's true. Well, anyway, so he had the orange, and I think it was like maybe a minute or two later, he projectile vomits everywhere.
And
And they're in the double
yeah, they're in the double
stroller. Well,
stroller.
I think Terry had ended up gone to sleep.
Yeah,
Like the
Terry
other
went.
twin went to sleep.
Oh, but that was the thing. So I think who was crying? Terry must have been crying then because Tristan wasn't crying. Because whoever projectile vomited wasn't crying.
Tristan vomited,
Okay, so that
but
means
Terry
Terry. That
went
means
to
Terry.
sleep.
That means Terry was crying.
No, Terry was asleep. Because I remember when I brought him in there to clean,
Yeah, because
Terry
Tristan.
was sleeping.
Yeah, because Terry had did all that crying.
Okay. Well, whatever, y'all.
Yeah, yeah,
Point of the
because it was
story
like
is one kid threw up, the other kid
because all I
stayed
remember
asleep.
is I was thinking I was like, oh okay, I was like, we got one kid that's cool, the other one that's not, and then
Yeah.
the one kid that was cool threw up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so the waiter starts to bring us our food, and I'm like, okay, I guess I will go to the bathroom and clean all this up.
Hmm.
So I took the kids to because at the time we had them in the double
You
stroller,
doing it one
and
at you did it one
so
at a time though.
I brought them both.
You well, why would
Because
I
I
still
had video.
why would I still be there then?
I don't know. You were sitting there talking to the couple, the
Yeah,
other couple.
we actually had a nice conversation
Yeah,
too
I'm glad y'all
about
did.
relationships, life.
Well, I was in there cleaning up the throw up, and it was just a hot mess. But for whatever reason, I stopped because there's one other person in the bathroom with me, but she ended up leaving.
Hmm.
But for whatever reason, I was like, let me film this so people can see, because like so many people come up to us and they're like, oh my god, twins are so cute, oh my god, and they're cute. But I don't think nobody ever shows you like all the work that
I didn't
goes
realize it. I didn't
into
realize
it.
you filmed it.
Yeah, I had filmed it.
Uh-huh.
I made like a reel about it or whatever, but yeah, so I had to clean up. Luckily, one twin was sleeping, and so that's like best case scenario. But usually, it's both kids acting crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to switch out, like change out all of his clothes. He threw up in the stroller as well, like actually inside of it. So I had to wipe all that
And
out.
at that
I
time,
mean,
we didn't even have a van at that point. We still had the car.
we
So
still had the
putting
car.
that stroller in the trunk was terrible.
Oh my God, y'all. It was just a
Yeah.
nightmare. So, yeah, that took about, I would say I was in there for about 30
At
minutes.
least 30 minutes.
Yeah, so I know that people were like, wait a minute, what's going
But
on?
we had
So,
got there early enough that it wasn't
mhm.
really too many people in Ruth Chris at that time.
Yeah, that's one thing we like to do. Like when we go to restaurants and stuff, especially with the kids, we
Hmm.
like to go early
Hmm.
because it's like number one, like nobody wants to eat dinner and hear bad kids screaming. Number two, like we
Yeah,
just try to be
that's true.
mindful, and it's so chaotic. So we love to do like brunches, or like
Hmm.
some restaurants open up at like 6, 7 a.m. So we're that family
If they're
that'll go
yeah,
super
or
early.
if they're kid friendly. If you could
Yeah,
tell
if
like
they're
the
kid
restaurants that kid
friendly,
friendly, but
like that
usually
one place that we went to and it's outdoors, like half outdoors, half indoors.
oh you got to give me a better description than that because I can't help you.
It's half. They sell like tapas
Oh
and
yeah, 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 I
yeah,
know, yeah.
that place is not,
The
and then
place
the kids
by
can play.
what I call it the it's not Avalon, the Halcyon then? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the where kids can play and stuff. That place is nice, but yeah. So anyway, cleaned them all up, and
Hmm.
then we end up leaving. But that was
Yeah.
like 100% a nightmare because we didn't really, obviously, like we didn't plan them throwing up, so we didn't have like a
I
lot
don't
of
think
stuff.
anybody.
We didn't have like a lot of stuff. But yeah, that was
But the thing is, we
rough.
knew they projectile vomited or vomit.
Yeah, yeah, but we
Yeah,
didn't
we
know that
definitely
they didn't projectile
we didn't. We just
vomit
didn't think
all the
about. We
time.
just didn't think. Yes, they did.
Well, by turning one going on two, they had slowed
That
down
means
a
okay. That
bit.
means they weren't one yet then.
That might have been our 4 year
Yeah,
anniversary.
because yeah, they definitely but at this time
Actually,
still.
no, they could have been almost two because I would have been pregnant again.
You're right. So
So
they were
yeah, they
one.
were
Yeah,
one.
they were one. You're
They
right.
were almost one.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, because it's been August, so it would have
So
been.
yeah, that's why because I was like, I feel like they didn't really eat much food. That's why,
That
because
makes
they
sense
hadn't
then.
really we
Oh,
had
that
never
does make
given
sense.
them an orange. And I started to like, you know how like you start to be like, wait a minute,
I
but I'm
wasn't
like,
even like I wasn't even like Labor Man. I was like, give him an orange to shut that boy up.
yeah, I should have been like, I should have intervened, but you live and you learn. But yeah, they
Hmm.
had to be almost two at that
Almost
point.
one.
I mean,
Yeah, almost
almost
one. Yeah, it
one.
was
Yeah,
almost one.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're
Because
right.
I'm like, I don't feel like they were eating for real or anything like that. So
Mm.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was rough.
that is definitely one.
That was rough.
And just at restaurants, I'm over here thinking about like a win is when you bring those little mats that you still bring. And maybe
Oh
is
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
considered a win? I'm not sure if that's a win when you bring those mats and it gives them something to do for a little bit.
Yeah, so like now, like if you were to watch us set up, like well maybe
Just
not so much now because like our kids are a little bit older, so they're a little bit easier in
kinda,
some ways.
kinda.
But I think
What we got?
now like we have like the mats that like where you like almost like a placemat, but it's like disposable,
Yeah,
and
it's a
so it's got
disposable
like
placemat.
different animals, letters, numbers, so it's like a little distraction.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of restaurants that you go to, they don't have like
But if you
coloring.
think about it, some of the restaurants we go to aren't really kid friendly.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
Yeah, so
remember the other time we went to Little Alley's and the kids had to be younger than they were at Ruth Chris at that point.
little alleys.
Yeah, Little Alley, but the one
Oh yeah,
in
yeah. Okay,
Roswell.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, they had to be younger at that point. And remember we was eating and then like one kid, I feel like he was holding the kid for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
You might have just you might not just give birth, but like the kids might have been like 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
And we was in Little Alley because I remember you would get
I was
the
holding them, and what happened?
no, nothing happened. They
Oh,
were
I'm
just they
like,
just
cause I
couldn't do
don't.
they just couldn't do nothing.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
just remember you holding them. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I remember I think I was getting my steak and my fries, and then you would get that waffle. What is it? What's the
Chicken
waffle?
and
Yeah,
waffles.
chicken and waffle that you get
Mm-hmm.
from
Yeah,
up
their
there.
chicken and waffles is swinging.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've had moments with the kids where they've done well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we've just had moments where it was like an absolute nightmare. I think
Mm-hmm.
that was probably our worst restaurant experience that I can
I'm
remember.
trying to think. I feel like there's another one up there because right now, for whatever
We've
reason,
been, oh, we went, yeah, there was one time, which you weren't there yet, when we went to Crackle
oh
Barrel.
thank God.
Yeah, when we went to Crackle Barrel, I can't remember where we were. I was
we was
somewhere with my
we,
family because
we
my
no no I
kids
was I was I
traveling.
was there too, but I
Oh, for the
come to the
very, was
hotel.
that very end?
Yeah, it was on Ohio because I had to come. I had to leave the hotel, but
You were on a
I was working.
meeting or
Yeah, I
something.
was on a
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah. So we all went out to eat, and I had on like this dress, and my family was with me, and he was on a meeting or something. He hadn't gotten to the restaurant yet.
Yeah, I ain't
But
got
by
that.
the time he got to the restaurant, one of the twins had projectile vomited all over my whole outfit. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, because our kids were premature, we had to
There was something in there. I think the doctor said their gallbladder or something like that.
yeah,
Does
their
that sound right?
gallbladder, but then it's something in their throat that
Okay,
she
yeah.
said that wasn't fully developed. So that's the only thing about like having twins. Well, I guess
Well, it's
just
not
having the kids
I
that are
want to say premature. Yeah,
premature.
premature.
Yeah, I guess they can have different issues. So with our twins, the issue was that they had like stuff in their throat that wasn't fully developed. So in turn, they projectile vomited like for the first like year and a half, I'd
Yeah, it felt
say.
like forever.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
definitely felt like
yeah,
forever.
because
Now they don't do that.
if you would give them too much milk,
They would
it like
projectile
you
vomit.
had
Oh
to
my
guess how
God.
much milk to give them because if you didn't, they would still be hungry. And then if you give them too much milk, they throw it right back up at you.
And it would like hit you. Like ask any of our family members. They were everybody I
Man,
think at this point has been soaked
like
by these twins.
like how you have the little towel over.
Yeah, no, that towel ain't gonna do you.
And,
You needed like a real towel,
and
like
at
a
first
bathing towel.
you would feel so bad at first when it happened,
Mm-hmm.
but then you start telling people, yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
don't even worry
Then
about
you
it.
warn people and they're like, oh no, it'll
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah,
I'm like,
I
okay,
know how to.
I'm letting you know
They be
you're
like,
gonna
I
need
know
a
how to.
whole new shirt.
They're like, I know how to feed a baby. Okay, not these. I'll tell you that right
Yeah,
now.
I don't think I've worked with kids and all that stuff.
I've never.
I've never seen
Mm,
anybody projectile vomit like especially so young.
mm-mm,
But they something in their throat. I forget what she said it was, but it's like
mm-hmm,
basically whatever holds your food down, theirs was loose. And
mm.
so theirs was always
We
like,
had to still fuse together because yeah,
yes,
because
yes.
premature.
So now it's much better. So we
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
deal with that.
yeah,
But
yeah. They don't do that as
but
much.
that was
It's other stuff now, but
yeah, that was rough.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other experiences that we've had that were like,
Not in this format. No, well, I just think of. I don't know why. I just think of when we was on the cruise
and he
and
sliced his finger right when we were walking.
wait, what?
Didn't he cut his finger? Oh yeah, he had dropped my phone.
On the cruise, he cut
Yeah,
his
one of
finger.
the kids cut their finger on my phone. They had broken the back of my phone. He bit it. That's what he did. He bit the back of my phone and he took a piece of the glass, like the screen protector, and it was bleeding in his hand. So like it was packed on the cruise. We were getting on the cruise and we're trying to find our room
Is
and
that how you
stuff.
can the camera? Is it?
He
Oh
bit the
wow.
back of the camera. And
Yeah, 'cause I
yeah, so
remember
a
that
piece
part.
was in his
I didn't realize that's
hand.
what happened.
Uh-huh. A piece was in his hand and he was bleeding the until we could find the room. I mean, we just have like such horror
No, no, because the
stories,
story I
but
was going to go is when they both decided to poop on the floor in the
oh, in the
room.
cruise,
In the
yeah, yeah,
room, they could have
yeah,
pooped
and then they
anywhere on the
walked all
cruise.
over the place with the poop
But where
everywhere.
were we at that they would have just pooped in the? Where
We
were
were on
we?
the cruise in the room.
Yeah, but why didn't I see the poop on the floor? I might
I
have
thought you
just
were changing one of them. I was doing something, I think, and I
something might
thought
have
you were
happened because
changing one of them.
something must have happened because maybe they were playing and I over here wasn't paying attention.
Mm.
Yeah, because I remember there was poop on the floor and everything.
I
Yeah.
remember vaguely. I can't remember the exact scenario, but yeah,
Mm.
we've dealt with blowouts. We've dealt with projectile vomits. I mean,
I'm trying to.
busted lips.
Yeah, and then when they get a little older, when they're wearing diapers, for me is when they start hiding the diapers.
Yes,
So
yes,
we've
yes.
had to so the dresser drawer we've had to put it basically the drawers don't come out anymore. We have turned that thing all the way around
Mm-hmm.
because if not, they've broken one dresser drawer is already broken, and they've taken the whole thing and clean out. So we turned the whole thing around. But
And
what?
this is with the safety,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
safety. Like we did
Little
that
locks
whole
and
like
everything on it.
safety lock. They pull that stuff off.
So at this point, and so we turned the dresser around, and now what they do,
Not now.
not now, but yeah, not now, but at the time they were still in diapers, and what they would do if they pooped in their diapers, and then they would, instead of telling us they pooped in diapers, they would go put it in that little hole in the dresser drawer. So you go
There's
in
like this much space in between the dresser and the wall because the dresser has little knobs on
and you
it.
forget how small their hands are at this
Their
age.
hands are really little, so yeah, they will take a diaper off and hide
And
it,
hide it in there
or they
because
did at
they
the
know
time.
that yeah, because I think this must have been closer to like potty training time. Yeah, when we were trying our
Because
first
they're
potty training.
aware.
Yeah, because they didn't want to have to poop in the toilet, so they would be like, okay, cool, all right, I don't got no diaper, and then they didn't think of any contingency plan after that. They were like, they didn't think about putting on a new diaper, like doing anything.
And what that would mean for us is that we would have to like deep clean the entire room because number one, you don't know where you'll find some poop because you don't know where they were when they took the diaper off. Like you know they put the diaper behind the dresser, and luckily most of the time when they put the diaper behind the dresser, it was decently wrapped most of the time.
Well, I think the other drawer was still in like on top, so even if they messed, we basically had to take everything out that side because
Yeah. And we're probably gonna end up having to throw the whole dresser away at some point.
Yeah, or like, I wonder if I could find a dresser drawer just for that. I'm not. I've looked before and I couldn't find it, but I'll try again.
Yeah. So it's definitely. I think the kids right now, or like this stage, well, from birth till now, not till birth, because like in the beginning they're really manageable. But I think for me, like I'm one of those people. I love to have like a clean house. I love to have my house organized. That's like my thing. And I think that this toddler stage for me is the most difficult because they literally tear up everything. And I think that that's so difficult. Like you'll be like, okay, I'm gonna put some safety stuff on the dressers, or safety stuff on the closet, safety stuff on the knobs. They will find a way.
It doesn't matter how many times they get in trouble about it. It does not
they
matter.
will find a way to open up
it's like,
whatever it is.
It's like their memory is like in like 20-second spans because they'll get in trouble for something, and then 20 seconds later you're like, what are you doing? The same thing I just told you not to do.
The exact same thing. And so like if you come over our house, we got like scratches all over the walls, all kind of stuff. It looks like what are you letting these kids do everything? But it's like we have tried everything. The only thing really at this point left to do is come behind them with a paintbrush and some paint and just like paint after they scratch up every little thing. I don't even know. I mean, it's like
because the thing is with boys, it's not necessarily because this is like one stage, and then when they start getting to sports, then they're gonna start trying to do sports around the house. Luckily, the backyard's like right there, and they can go right there. But
I think when they get older, it'll be a little different because they're old enough to clean.
That's
so
true.
It's like they
I
can
got a whole
help
list
out.
of stuff. I got a whole list of stuff ready for them to clean.
Okay,
as soon as I figure.
And they're starting to learn.
Well, I know, like, but they can't clean for real because right now they try to clean and water's everywhere.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Like because like Tristan will try to like what's called. You remember when he was cleaning the dish with Terry? And then
poured the whole water on his clothes.
Yeah, and then he accidentally dumped the water right on the floor. Yeah, because he just knocked it over, and I was like, all right, go ahead, just go somewhere at this point.
Yeah, the good thing is that they're showing interest, but yeah, this stage is challenging. I think 3 under 4 is definitely difficult because like our baby is you know she
tries to get into stuff, but she really can't right now.
Yeah, she's manageable, but the twins are they're a lot to keep up with. I think all 3 of them together is a little rough.
Oh yeah. Well, London really can't do too much right now.
Yeah, thank God.
All right. Do we got anything about bedtime? Only thing I had about bedtime, we kind of went over it, the poop stuff. You know, of course the pee. Remember when they used to jump out the crib?
Yes. I forgot about that. Yeah. So when they were almost one.
Yeah, because they got out of the room around about 11 months. I remember that.
Yeah. So when they were almost one of them started to kind of like play with fire, I would say a little bit, trying to get off.
You mean not in the literal sense?
No, not in the literal sense, but like try to crawl out of the crib.
So at first Terry was the one doing it because Terry would take his body over, and then just literally let go and
Mm-hmm.
fall. And
Mm-hmm.
then the crazy thing is like I started reading up on that, and that like some kids actually die from that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I didn't know that at the time. I thought it was
Mm.
funny at the time. But remember, we put pillows down
Mm-hmm.
and to like safeguard him so he wouldn't knock himself out.
Yeah.
But Tristan, and we might have told this story before, but Tristan went and there was a chair right by
The
his
rocking
crib. Yeah,
chair.
rocking
Yeah.
chair. So what he would do is use his feet to knock the rocking chair so he could fall into the chair and sit down. And I remember we went in
We
there
walk
one
in
day.
there
Yeah,
and
went in there one day, and he just sitting in the chair over here watching TV
mm,
because they have a
yeah.
TV in the room and they're usually watching something educational. Right now they are on Mickey Mouse Funhouse, Barney, and I don't know, Miss Rachel. They still watch it, but I think Mickey Mouse,
Blippi.
but not as much because right now Barney's. Well, did you put Barney on in there? Oh, Elmo. That's what. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they're watching.
Hmm.
Elmo.
Yeah, they've got a couple different shows.
Yeah.
But I remember one day specifically, I was getting ready for work. I had to go in really early. And I had asked my husband, I'm like, did you put the TV on for the kids? And he was like, no. So I walk in there. Tristan's sitting down on the in the rocking
Yeah.
chair with the remote,
Hmm.
scrolling, trying to find him a good show. I'm just like,
And the
dude,
boy's
like
still trying to figure out how to use that
he
remote.
is still
They're still trying to figure that out. But yeah,
no.
that is one of the bedtime things I remember. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, because I think because at first the cribs it was perfect
Mm-hmm.
when they was in our room, but because they never tried to get out of the crib when they was in our room.
Yeah,
And
no, yeah,
yeah, and
they
as soon as
didn't
they went in their room, they was like, okay, we got to figure out a way to get out of here.
because they knew there was nobody to tell them to stop. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but we watched them on camera and stuff. But yeah, they knew like, oh, I can get away with a lot more versus mom and dad in
Yeah.
our room. With, yeah,
Yeah.
so.
Then
But I think yeah, that was pretty much it. I definitely didn't want to be the parent that like lets your kids like watch TV like at night and stuff. But I feel like
well,
you
the thing is,
say initially you're like I'm not gonna do all this stuff, and then when you have kids it's like sometimes you got to do certain things for the
but
peace. But I know they watch like educational
yeah,
stuff,
but
so
not even that because sometimes you know how like people. The thing is, I know a lot of people nowadays. You know, you have tablets and whatnot. A lot of
mm-hmm,
kids have the tablets. Our
mm-hmm.
kids don't really mess with tablets at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So that I guess it's like you gotta
Pick
just
and choose.
yeah pick and choose which battle you want because right now they watch TV and they don't know anything about having their own tablet.
Right, yeah,
Like
that's true.
they know like they see our phone and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but they're like they don't know how to really use it for real.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, but
That's true.
okay, all right. So that's nighttime. Do it yourself haircut fiasco. Of course, I had the one where Terry was bald for one of our pictures.
Y'all, he messed up them haircuts right
'Cause-
before Christmas
no,
photos.
no, no. Tristan's was fine. Tristan's was fine. It was Terry's.
Yeah, well, Terry
Yeah,
ended up looking a mess.
yeah. Because and there is well, Terry. I would say at least you could tell the difference between the two of them. Because Tristan hair is fine and and Terry, yes, Terry hair is so low.
It was so low. He looked like he had like a bald cut. Like it
Yeah.
was like, wait a minute.
I was like, and then, but the thing is, at that age, because Terry was probably one,
Mm-hmm.
and but he ain't know no better, and he didn't
He ain't
care,
none of it,
and
but
he didn't care
his
either.
head shape was not quite ready for a bald head. So it's like,
Yeah,
wait
not
a
yeah,
minute.
no,
Mm.
especially when his hair had just grown out.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing was, I did because I remember I didn't want to cut it that low, but somehow the fade, well, the clippers, because remember I had gotten the soft clippers,
Mm-hmm.
and the soft clippers, the different guards, I didn't have a guard that was like in between the two levels I wanted to cut his hair,
Right.
and it couldn't fade it out how I wanted to.
Mm.
And then I remember you said something, and then I was like, all right, I just cut it all even then, and didn't realize how low that even was about to be.
Yes. Oh my God.
And I cut that thing, and that boy over here, I was looking at him like, ooh. I was like, Tristan, we're not gonna do that to you.
Yeah, no, that was it was definitely giving ghetto for sure.
Yeah, that,
But I'm glad that they made it through. It's nice that we have the memories because we did a Christmas photo shoot like a day before. No, day
no, it was
after.
after. No, it was the
Yeah.
next day.
The day after. Yeah. So
The next
so
day.
he'll have those memories and we'll be able to tell
No,
him
we'll have
like,
the memories.
hey,
He'll have
yo,
the.
daddy,
We'll have the
miss you over
memories. He
there.
has the pictures.
Well, yeah. But
And my
yeah.
story gonna change. Your mama cut your hair, boy.
No,
You know,
it's
so,
not. I would never.
let's see the unscheduled sleepover. I don't think we have an unscheduled sleepover one.
No.
Even after bedtime. Oh, I
Only
guess
when they're sick, I would say.
yeah, because they don't really sleep in our
Mm-mm.
bed. I don't think.
Except now,
Yeah,
right
well,
now, we're having some issues with Tristan and his breathing at night.
yeah, gotta get
But
his tonsils taken out.
yeah, he's
But
gonna have to get surgery. But the typically, I don't feel like we really have any unscheduled London every now and
yeah,
then.
it was London. But I'm trying to think of at first if when they were crying if you brought them back in. I don't think because I know I never
I
brought them
think
back
we
in.
stopped that.
No, not we stopped it. I never started it.
Yeah, I can't. Only when they're sick is normally when I let them come and sleep in our room. But yeah,
No,
that's
are you sure? Because sometimes I feel like I wake up and like Terry in the bed one day, or I wake up Tristan in the bed and they ain't
when
sick.
they're you're talking about back a while back,
Yeah,
not
I'm talking about a while back.
oh
Not yeah,
yeah.
not
So yeah,
now.
yeah. When they would wake up screaming, see that's the problem with twins. It's like you can't if you let one twin sit in there and scream, he's gonna wake up the other twin, and the next thing you know, you're not gonna get no sleep. So it's easier to just go in there and get the one twin, throw him in the bed with you, and go to sleep. So I think that's the hard part about twins that people don't really talk
I
about.
remember one day. I think this is when the sleep training began. I think you had a conference, and then I think I was
Mm-hmm.
building the cribs, and that's when I put them in their own room.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that
I
night
didn't have a conference.
because
I know I
you
was
was out of
doing.
town. You was
I
out.
went out of town.
You
I had
sure?
a supervision thing that I had to go to downtown, and I came back later that evening. So you had already done the bedtime stuff at
Oh,
that
okay.
point.
I don't remember that
Yeah,
part.
because you had waited until I left and stuff to
Oh
do
yeah, I
that.
definitely was waiting till you left because I
Mm-hmm.
knew you was gonna go get them, and
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was not going to go get them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
No.
especially because we had the camera up too, so I could see everything they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I put them in room and Rick was just in there screaming, and them two when they start screaming, they don't stop, and
Nightmare.
they over here, and it's I guess it's funny now. Well, for me, it was funny the whole time. They over here screaming, and then they losing their breath. Then they start screaming again. They lose their breath, and then eventually they just give up. But I think they were screaming for a minute,
Mm-hmm.
especially Terry, just screaming.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
can't
one
remember.
thing I do not miss is like the screaming. I mean,
Because
they
remember,
still
Terry
scream
had that
now,
high
but
pitched scream.
mm-hmm.
He had that,
He had that nails on the chalkboard
yeah,
type scream.
yeah,
It's like, dude, what is going on?
yeah. And I
Now
remember,
he's still a whiner, but
yeah, still wise,
he's
but
toned it down a bit.
yeah, but yeah, no, he's definitely better at that. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything about like working remote? Other than a blowout diaper, maybe I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, because usually when they was little, if we working remote, if they were still in our room, they would
They'd
be
be
on.
okay.
Remember that the swing? The swing was the best thing
Oh yeah,
ever.
that swing was
The
nice
best
until
thing
they all
ever
got too
invented.
big.
Yeah, they all got too big for it, but that
Yeah.
swing was the best invention ever. I wish there was
Mm-hmm.
the one for 3 year olds or look 4 or 5 year olds. I could care less.
It's called an adult swing.
I don't care. I will put them in that. But
Yeah,
I
this
need the one adult swing with a seatbelt on top and below. So, but the
they're gonna
thing
tell
is
you
now
take your kid outside and push him up there. But yeah,
that's
no,
not gonna put them to sleep.
that would be nice though if they had something for little older kids because I'm like that thing is nice. Maybe somebody needs to come out with that.
If somebody
Because even
does it,
if you think about like special needs kids too, that would be great for
mm-hmm,
them too. So it's like, yeah, I'm surprised
that'd be
nobody's
great
come
for
out with that.
adults. I'm gonna say
They may have it, but maybe it's
make
like
one that's like
super.
200 pounds that can hold or carry 250.
I think that they probably have it. It's probably just super expensive. Maybe
I
not
don't know.
advertising.
I feel like I didn't see it.
Mm,
Lost diaper. I guess we just
we
went over
covered that,
yeah,
yeah.
we just went over lost diaper. But yeah, it sucks because something stinks in the room
And you cannot find it.
and
Oh
you
my God,
can't
that used to
find it.
drive me
And then
insane.
the thing is, I still remember going in there and like you would see poop on like the floor,
hmm
but you didn't see the diaper.
Yeah.
That's what that's what make you so
That was
upset.
all traumatic, y'all.
Yeah,
We are still
and then you got to
traumatized.
think about there's two of them because if they both do it, and you just praying that one of them just peed in their diaper instead.
Yes.
You just
I'm just
praying.
so thankful that we're past that stage and that they actually use the toilet now. That's
Yeah.
so much growth. Now we just have one more kid to potty train.
Yeah,
It's like,
she's seems like she's gonna be
hmm
easier.
I think she'll be much
Yeah.
easier for sure.
We got any epic bath times? They love the bath, so I don't know.
They always do well in the
Yeah, they
bath.
do. Yeah, they do really good in the bath.
Other than like London, I would say
Yeah,
she pees the most in the
yeah,
tub,
but that's not
but
necessarily the
yeah.
worst thing in the world, though.
Mm-mm.
I meant just like a meltdown in the bath. Everything's good in the bath for the most part. The
Mm-mm.
shower is the funny part.
Yeah, but they've kind of adapted to the
Have they
shower
gotten better?
too.
But remember at first,
They hated it.
yeah, because
They'd be like,
they would
no
turn
shower, bath.
they would turn around. They would turn around backwards to the shower so the water didn't hit their face.
Then I would
Meanwhile,
have to wrap a towel around them so they could be like I don't know. It felt like I guess the water wasn't circulating around their whole body, so
Yeah.
it's like they needed a
Yeah,
towel to
because now they
let the
cold,
water hit
but they
them.
cold, but they in the back of the shower, don't want the water to hit them.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, if you
Yeah,
get where the water
yeah.
is dropping, you feel it.
Meanwhile, you
So
got London water dripping all over her eyes, and her eyes
yeah, that
wide open.
she is a G. She said that she could care less about all that stuff. She is
Yeah.
gonna live her best life.
Oh, well, the other thing about Bath, they don't like washing their hair.
Yeah.
They still don't like
But
washing their hair.
London she does great with all that.
Yeah,
And she's like our easier child, I
yeah,
would
yeah,
say.
yeah. London over here, you over here washing her hair, eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm. She's like, that's all you got.
Hmm. Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
if she starts swimming, she would be doing the same thing. But she'll probably be the type of kid that start trying to drink the water, and that's what we have to.
Probably
Yeah,
because she
Terry and
likes
Tristan, they have a sense of fear. London, they
yeah.
don't, they don't feel like it.
Yeah, no, probably. That is wild.
All right, anything in the grocery store? I have one. Do you have one? I have a major one. I guess I'll
I'm
start
thinking
off.
that
Whew,
Target.
that's the one I was
Oh,
going with.
okay.
Yeah, Target.
Yeah, because I'm like, they don't really go to the grocery store that much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I just meant store. Well, this one said grocery store, but I just
Oh,
meant
okay,
store in
okay.
general.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Mhm.
Target would have definitely been
Oh my
my
God.
number one.
I had this idea that I'm like, let's go. Because, like some days it's like all of us, we're not really doing anything. So it's like, let's get the kids out of the house. But right now, getting the kids out of the house is kind of difficult. That was what, like 6 months ago?
No, it was like 6 months ago. About a year
Okay,
ago.
about a year
Yeah, it
ago,
was
I
about a year
guess.
ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cause
So,
London was still little,
mm-hmm.
little.
Yeah, so basically we were looking for some clothes for
No,
something.
you just getting clothes for everybody because you got me some clothes, you got them some clothes.
Okay, I think it was just getting clothes for the summer, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
I can't
it
remember,
might have been.
but yeah, that was last summer, I believe. And so we ended up shopping and stuff, but initially the twins did okay, and then after a while they were kind of like over
Yeah,
it.
they got over it, and then they started spazzing out, and I had to
Mm-hmm.
carry. Who was I carrying? Who did I carry out the
Terry.
store? I was carrying Terry out the store.
Because Tristan did the checkout with me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
Tristan ended up getting himself together, so he
yeah,
was able to check out with me.
yeah, and
But
then Terry at the time, every time he get upset, he start throwing up. I'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah. Wait, did he throw up in there? He didn't
"Hey."
throw up in the Target.
No, I think he threw up in the car.
Yeah, once he got in the
Yeah.
car, he threw up, but he didn't
Mm,
throw up in Target. So it's
yeah.
like now we know, like, let's keep these throw up cups, just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah. The doctor had to find that out very quickly the other day.
Yeah, they will still throw up, but
It's
because of
nothing like
crying,
it's
not like
nothing like how it used
it's
to be.
not projectile, it's just regular
Not
throwing
even. I'm
up.
just not even talking about. I'm not even talking about the projector. I just meant throwing up every time they get upset.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so that is kind of. Oh, is there more?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize. I didn't realize he was cutting it short. All right.
Oh, we
Uh,
can keep going. I didn't know.
I don't
That
know.
was
I don't know if I don't know if I have any more for real though.
oh, okay,
This one
okay.
says Zoom call catastrophe. All I can think of is Zoom call if we call in your parents or my parents.
They're obsessed with phone calls and
Yeah.
stuff. So it's like if you think you better do a FaceTime or a Zoom or something
Hmm.
and not like
Include and not include them.
include them, they're like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Like
they'll
I've
jump
even
their
done
face.
like my Monday morning meetings and London will be like I'll have it muted, my camera off, and she could see everybody and she's like, hi, hi, hi
Yeah.
until somebody says anything. So I gotta pretty
Mhm.
much let them know that like she's
Yeah.
there. So yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. They're obsessed with the phone until somebody else get on it, and then they just look at them.
yes.
And
Oh
just
my
and you're
God.
like, all right, do the same thing you were doing when they were off, when they weren't on the phone. And London has
Yes.
a thing right now where she won't say anything but stare you down. But as soon as that phone hang up, bye. You like, all right now,
You'll
London.
tell her London, say bye, so and so, and she just looks at it. And as soon as you hang up, bye, so and so. It's like, wait a minute, we
Yeah.
practiced this. Like, what's
Hmm.
going on? But yeah, kids are it's challenging, but I feel like I would still do it all over again. I think that I would like to like put some things in
Well,
place.
we still got some things. Well, we still got more. My thing is, we still got more time because you still got minimum 15 years with Terry and Tristan,
Mm-hmm.
17 with London,
Mm-hmm.
and in the next 2 to 3 on Saturdays, we might wake up at 6 o'clock just because I feel like it, just to clean,
Okay.
just to clean,
Um
just to clean.
I don't know. I think that this is a difficult time. We're definitely always exhausted.
Yes.
But I think that's the hardest part is to like still show up and be like be your best self as a parent when you're depleted. And it's like, I feel like right now we don't really have time for like hanging out with friends a lot, or
Nah.
like it's like if you're just so exhausted on top of like life itself, on top of working, on top of just everything. It's just like,
Because right now the exhausting thing is the potty training, and then
yeah.
with Tristan with the breathing thing right now doesn't make it any
Tristan with the
better.
breathing thing is so difficult because it's like he stops breathing in the middle of the night. And it's like you keep, well, I have him in our bed now. I like keep trying to
Yeah,
wake
but
him
we
up
can't
to
put him.
make
We
sure
can't
he's
put him in.
not.
But the thing is, we can't put him in the bed initially because then Terry's gonna want to get in the bed. So,
All of his siblings are gonna want to get in the
well,
bed. So
London
we
don't.
wait till
Well,
he
not
falls
except
asleep.
London. London don't care.
Well, she's
London.
already asleep like 20 minutes in
Yeah,
already.
but as long as you put a TV show for London, London have a bottle of
She's
milk. London
good.
is
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah, his brother is gonna be like, "Where is he at?" So we have to wait till he falls asleep, then put him in the room, and then anytime he stops breathing, I've got to nudge him and wake him up. I mean, it's this is just
Yeah.
it's
And
difficult. And then you waking up with them potty training and stuff. I mean, I just
yeah,
I could like fall asleep in the middle of this conversation. I'm so
and then
tired.
London over here this morning decided to just scream for no reason,
Yes.
and then so I run in the room because I'm like, all right, what happened? And I thought she pooped on herself. I was like, okay, if that's what happened, all right, cool. I'll just change your diaper, get you back to sleep. London look at me like, I just want to be up. London, I didn't give London a bottle of milk or anything. London just came in the room, was like, pick me up, take me to your room, and that's where we went. And London came in there and said Elmo. And so I turned Elmo on, and London watched Elmo from 4:30 until about 7.
These kids, I'm telling you, it's like you have plans and these kids are like, yeah, so no, you thought you was gonna get some sleep, but you're not. I think the sleep part is the difficult piece. Because like when you have a newborn baby, it's like your baby is asleep, but it's like you can kind of sleep when they sleep. For twins, not so much, because I mean, if they're on a different schedule, then you just ain't getting no sleep.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other story. But like a single kid, when we have London, it's like you can kind of sleep when she slept. Kind of, but
But
then you also had
London's
the
always been a good
twins.
sleeper
Yeah,
though.
she was a pretty good
She's
sleeper.
always been a good sleeper. The
Mm-hmm.
twins at first weren't, and they gradually became better sleepers, but it took them a minute. London's been good for a long time.
Yeah, no, she's a pretty good kid.
Yeah.
I think it's too that we have already done the hardest part first. I'm glad that it went in that order versus having her first.
We would have been crying. Yeah,
But
we've been
yeah,
here
no, I'm
crying
glad it was in the order that it was.
because we didn't know any better.
But it's rough now, and people always tell us like, just wait until they get a little older. This will all just be memories, and you'll wish for these moments back. And it's like, I think, yeah, I could see that because it goes by so quick. Like I literally feel like I can remember bringing the twins home.
Yeah, I remember.
And they were like super small, and we're like here.
Yeah.
And to now they're like,
I remember nobody wanted to pick them up because they were so small.
they were so fragile.
Yeah.
But
because everybody thought they looked bigger on the phone, and then when you bring them home, they're like, oh,
this is the baby. Yeah. No, it was so. It's crazy like how fast it goes. So it's exhausting, but I wouldn't trade it.
No, I definitely wouldn't trade it. This go back and do it again. I don't know if I go back and do it again. I'll keep the memories though. Cause I'm tired.
I'm not saying go back and do it again, like have 3 more kids.
Yeah, but that's what you made it sound like.
I'm saying go back and do it again, like have the same kids.
Well, yeah, but I'm not trading them out.
No, I wouldn't trade.
I'm messing with you. I'm sorry.
I'm too tired for this.
All right.
All right. Well, we hope that you guys have a great week. We will be back next week. I'm not sure what the topic is, but we'll figure something out.
Figure it out.
And if you guys have any suggestions, let us know. And we will see you guys next week.
Oh, what we probably need to start doing, and we'll see y'all next week. But what we need to start doing, if we have our topic already, then we can start suggesting it, and then we can talk about it like next time. Or maybe that's what you just said, but.
You're saying like,
so if
next week we're talking about
X, Y, and Z, and then I would say if you have any suggestions on it, or if you want something we can talk about on the podcast, then we can bring it up.
I think that'll be good once we have like an audience that is like,
how many followers we got?
I don't know. I think we have like 3,000. No, 6,000. Is it 6,000?
Okay, well, how much of our audience is actually watching? I'm just messing with you. Okay. All right. Bye.
I don't know. It's 3,000 or 6,000. I can't remember. But bye, y'all. Have a good week.